Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Delightful Creations. I'm Amber, and today I wanted to do a quick project share with you folks. And I've been working on figuring out how to coffee dye paper. And this here is a pretty nifty, layered up piece of scrapbook paper that's really vintagey looking, and I didn't really have anything to put on here, so I wanted to create something. So here is the first batch of coffee dyed papers that I made, and I made my coffee, and then I set all these papers just right on top of each other, just like this, right in that coffee, and I let it soak for probably 30 minutes, and then I took them out and I blow dried them. That's why they're crispity. I really enjoy that sound, but I wasn't too happy with the coloring. I didn't like it this light. I wanted something a little darker. As you can see, there's one that's pretty much normal, and I just didn't really care for it. So I did another batch. I'll show you that. These here are the second batches. That one looks kind of the same. It might have been in between pages. I did the same thing. I put my coffee down in there. That's really dark on the edge. I think that's really neat. I think it's super pretty. And I love coffee, so these to me smell like heaven. I used vanilla coffee, so it just really... Old books and coffee, I don't know. It's just something I really enjoyed. So this was super fun. This one I let soak for about an hour, and then I put the coffee grounds on top of some spots, and that's kind of like this one here. That's why they're all stained up, and I really think this is the effect that I was going for. And then I blow dried it, and I think this is really neat too. I just lay them in there all like haphazardly on each other instead of straight stacked it. And so that's how I got that effect with different staining. And I think this is probably one of my favorite pages. So anyways, there's that. Then I did a final batch. I did a third batch. And the third batch I let set overnight. And I was really, really, really happy with this batch. I did a lot more of these. And I did the same thing. I laid it in the coffee haphazardly. And some of them I pre-ripped the corners or pages, and then I set them in there. Just to see if I could get a little bit different effect. And these ones here obviously aren't too exciting, but here's one I think. Right here, this is all from the same book, and I just really enjoyed it. It was a fun project to go ahead and make, and I did set the coffee grounds right on top. There we go. Right on top of there, and that's where you get those little blotches of super dark stain, but the other side isn't as much on some of them, and I just think it's super cool looking. Like it's almost like a burnt edge, and I'm not really sure. Ooh, look at that. See, that to me is it just looks cool. Like, I don't know. But anyways, I let this whole stack here sit, so this is all that I've made. It took me a long time, but now I think I'm set on coffee dyed paper. So I want to show you some of the different things that I've made. They're not all like that different, but here are the pages that I've just kind of ripped up and cut up just to use on projects. I've used them as background for my embellishments. Some of them I have punched out circles out of. And then I decided I wanted to try and make some, let me find them here, cute little pockets. And I folded it up and then glued it down, and then there's the pocket in there, and you could use it you know, on your page here, and it can just hold something. I realized that you could just literally glue down a piece of paper on there. Like you could just glue this down on the sides and then you have a pocket. But I wanted to make an actual pocket just in case I wanted to mail these to somebody. You know, I already have a couple of them done in different sizes. Right here's another one. Cute little pocket. And then I did make a couple of book pages pockets, and I don't know if it really goes with the whole vintage theme. Maybe not these ones because they are pretty stark white pages. I did not coffee dye these. This here is a big pocket, and it has a super pretty Victorian house. I don't know if you guys watched that video, but I hauled this book from the thrift shop. I think I paid 5-10 cents for the book, and I didn't know what to do with it. And then this one was a flower book that I did the same thing with. Again, they are quite white on the pages, but I don't really mind that. I just think the pockets are pretty cool. And so there's that one. And then here's another flower one. I really like this one with the white flowers on it. And then the inside is pretty as well. And this is just something that, you know, I did in my spare time, sitting there watching some TV and just glued some pages together and made pockets. It wasn't all that difficult. But now I have a few extra things that I can stick with my shabby or vintagey pages and, or, you know, projects. I just wanted to come on, share that with you guys. That's what I've been up to other than staying warm inside because we have a lot of snow out there, you guys. A lot of snow. So, thanks so much for joining me. I hope y'all have a great crafty day and bye for now.